Oh, uh, hey, what's going on, Birdie? What did we fall on? Is this a mirror? Nigga, you lucky you didn't break my fucking mirror. Alright, y'all. As you can see, we are back on that Tailor Tales. Bruh, I am so hype about this fit today, bro. I already know y'all gonna be like, oh, bro, you was hating on the splatter designs on the clients. Right, saying that they all dirty and shit, bro. Yeah, they might have looked dirty, but them hoes ain't dirty like how I'm dirty, bro. Like, look at the fit. Like we got the crop top with two different designs on it, the chill ass pants, to mellow it out, and the heels with the bows all over, bro. You see my girl. You see my girl with her Bible. You know she just came back from pastor's swaggy ass church service, bro. And on top of it, bro, she got the big ass helmet hat, bro. This bitch is ready for the fucking war. My girl is ready for the fucking war, bro. Cause with Neil's bitch ass, we're going to be fighting. We're going to be fighting, bro. Whenever Neil pull up, bro, and he on that bull, bro, you know exactly what my girl gonna do. She gonna open that Bible right up to that Psalms 23, bro. Rebuke him, yes sir. Facts, bro, and the fit goes with the white hair, bro, because I do think that her hair is supposed to be white because her name is Butter with the yellow eyes. We got the bows because we still cute. We ready for the war, but we still cute, bro. You see the heels, bro. We got we got them thick heels, bro. So if anything pop off, that bitch could still run if she need to run. Yes, sir. I ain't playing no more, bro. No. But I do fuck with the fit though. Fit is swaggy. But yes, bro, let's get into it. Right into that chapter 8. Are we ready for the war, bro? War 3 ain't gonna catch me slacking. Let's go. Take my money. Blum 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 blum. The pictures that Sarah took of me last week turned out pretty well. They even got a lot of traction on social media and boosted my sales somewhat. Not by any substantial amount, but enough to see a difference. Okay, yeah, we on that Instagram, that tickety talk, even that Facebook, bro. The old ladies love to shop. Sarah has to deal with me ranting about a certain jerk with no manners these past couple of days. He was simply so rude to me that day. It still leaves me fuming, bro. See, that's why she had to pull out the Bible, bro. Calm it down, This nigga got her mad. Of course, Sarah offered to beat him up for me again. Sarah, as always. She always on that timing, bro. Now that bitch, right? I might be ready for the war, but that bitch is ready for the battle. She's ready to fight. She ready for the battle. And this time, I almost took her up on our offer. But I'd rather not give him more fuel to blackmail me. Let's not cause no extraness, bro. We don't need that in our life. I'd do almost anything to see him get knocked down a peg or two. Also, I didn't know where Neil lived or worked for a while, until Sarah reminded me of his last name, Forrester. He worked at the hospital that his daddy owned, bro. The Forresters own the hospital, so I guess Neil must work there. I always seem to run into him in the surrounding area. I wonder what he does there, bro. I'm probably just like a personal assistant, bro. Thinking that he a big shot all of a sudden, bro. Because his name got him somewhere. Nonetheless, realizing where he works doesn't matter, much to my current predicament. Because today is Friday. Yeah, usually it's TGIF, but it's man, goddamn, it's Friday, right? Yep, Neil's supposed to be coming over for his measurements, and I'm not looking forward to this one bit. Is he going to be snappy towards me again? Insult me like the last time? I really don't want to find out. The bell jingle disrupts. Bleh. The bell jingle disturbs me from my thoughts, and I look up at the entrance. It's just another customer, I sigh. I help my customer buy a dress, and once more I'm left alone in the store. It's a slow day. You know, it's alright though. Sometimes that's how it goes, we still got our sale. My eyes dart over towards my childhood pictures, and I recall the time when I met Neil when he was just a little boy. He seemed so sweet and scared back then. Nothing like what he is right now. Yeah, it's almost like when you met somebody, it's almost like people change. It's almost like people change from when they were 8. Now he's just Now he's just a spoiled rich brat who doesn't know how to exercise common decency. I have. Feeling of dread wells up in my stomach the longer the hours tick by. It's closing time and I've already put up the close sign, and Neil hadn't shown up. Well, I guess he ain't gonna get his measurements then, like bitch would, he think he just pop up at any time, bro? Hell no. You better come through in my hours. You know what the schedule, you can look up the schedule, bro, if I'm on social media. I got my hours up on that hoe. Even if I wanted to berate him for being late, there's no way to contact him. It's not like I have his phone number. I'm not sure if I even want his phone number. Of course, he has the nerve to show up right as I'm closing. You're late. He's one of those customers, bro, that want to show up literally at last second, bro. It's like, bitch, I know you look through the window and you see me cleaning up the goddamn store, but no, you want to come in, talk about but I need to find this thing for my daughter. Like, fuck your daughter, bro. You couldn't, right? Like, she can't wait till tomorrow, bitch. Neil fixes the cuffs on his sleeve as he walks over to the counter, a habit he seems to keep repeating. I don't really care about his cuffs, bro.
Huh?
I don't remember agreeing on an appointed time slot for today. I guess you're right on that, but like, come on, bro. You should have known, like, it would be better to come through on my opening hours. I'm not in the mood for this, as it clearly shows on my face. Neil simply exhales loudly, and look at you, breathing all that hot-ass air into my fucking boutique, bro. Close your mouth. Let's just get this started. I gesture towards the back, where my sewing room is located. The sooner I can get this over with, the sooner I have Neil out of my hair. And you know that shit is curly. That shit is kinky. That shit is kinky, bro. It's gonna be hard to get his bitch ass out of it. I need the big teeth comb. We both walk in this awkward silence, and once I shut the door behind me, it's just me and Neil in this tiny, cramped sewing room. Honestly, what have I gotten myself into? What are you talking about? Like, we're just doing measurements. Have you not done measurements on other people? Like, this shouldn't be weird. Like, I would assume that you would have to do this more often as you get popular and people want, exact measurements and shit. Neil stands in the middle, surveying everything with a critical eye, and I wish I had taken the time to clean up and organize everything before he could judge me for being messy. Oh, come on, girl, you knew that he was gonna come through. Like, now, you should have known. Like, now you regretting that, bro? Like, come on. You knew he was gonna come. You had like a whole like week. Should have been clean as hell if you was gonna be feel embarrassed now because of Neil's bitch ass for whatever reason. I walk towards my crafting table and pick up my sketchbook along with the pencil. First things first, get a design he likes. Alright, can you tell me a little bit about the kind of blazer you'd like? Oh, I say in a bored voice. My bad, run it back. Alright, can you tell me a little bit about the kind of blazer you like? Elegant, simple, streamlined, the most expensive, and a durable fabric, dark gray, and in other words, perfection. Neil gives me a firm nod. Alright, bro. I don't know who this dude think he is, bro. My pencil hits the sketchbook. I'm not really gonna pay any mind to the most expensive fabric part, nor the perfection part, but at least I've got something to work with. No, pay attention to the big expensive fabric part. The most expensive fabric that you use, the more you could charge his bitch ass. Oh wait, no wait, aren't I doing this for free? Never mind, run it back, bro. Get the cheapest shit, bro. Get the shit out in the dumpster for bro. I quickly sketch out a regular blazer, one of the most popular patterns. Neil waggles his finger at me. Waggles. No. Don't you think it'd be okay with commonly store-bought blazers? Oh, wait, I heard that wrong. No. Do you think I'd be okay with commonly store-bought blazers? No, try harder. It needs more finesse. Okay, bro. Bro, you said that you wanted a blazer, not a freaking custom, like, or custom designed. Like, you're doing a lot, bro. You know what? Nah, fuck, I don't really give a damn about the details. I'm gonna mock his bitch ass. I'm so sorry that this design isn't up to your standards, your majesty. I say sarcastically. What does a royal king like you think is adequate enough? I point the pencil at him. Like, literally, bro really think, like, I'm his personal tailor. Dude, I'm just doing this to make things even and squash the beef, bro. You're really, like, doing the most right now. Do you want me to bedazzle your shit too? Like, real gems that I have to go out back and fucking mine? Out in the cave? Neil gives me an annoyed look, not liking the fact I'm mocking his stupid demands. Perhaps I'm asking too much of a simple tailor such as yourself. I guess I need to lower my standards and ask for a design that doesn't require much skill. I already knew that bro was gonna say some shit like that. It's like, it's not that I can't do it, it's just that you're not worth the effort. Like, you're not that special, buddy. His words sting as they usually do, and I'm immediately defensive. No, I can do it. I'll try again. I would say I can do it. But not for you, bro, like, literally. You ain't worth it. But whatever, bro, let's just go crazy off the design, show him that we like that, and then he can get the fuck out of our store. I'm annoyed by him and everything he says, the way he undermines my skill and thinks he's some kind of big shot around town, as if he owns the place. Well, he's in my territory now. I'll show him. I'll make a blazer that will make him gape in awe. Newly determined, I get back to sketching out several blazer designs. I try to put an elegant twist to it, hoping to satisfy his outrageous demands. When I've finished a few, I show it to Neil, turning the sketchbook towards him. It's almost as if I'm waiting for his approval or praise, and that kind of bugs me. Well, you kind of are waiting for his approval. It is his design. Like, it is for him, so it's like if he doesn't like it, then you kind of did a bad job, right? I feel your pain, babes. His golden eyes glaze over the paper, inspecting the designs. He's got an interested look on his face as he leans closer over the table.
Oh.
Oh, brother. Why do you have to lean close? Can't I just give the book to you and you can stay all the way back there, bro? Oh my gosh. You always gotta get close. If you could... Neil then tries to go for the pencil in my hand. Damn, bro. And he gonna come through and take over my whole design, so... Right. His fingers brush over mine, and he immediately jerks back, knocking the pencil out of my hand. Oh, brother. Look, now the pencil's on the floor. It lands on the floor with a dull thud. He quickly bends down to grab it without another word. I wonder what that was about. Was touching me so below him or something? Right? He touched me and he's like, ew, ooh. Ew, peasants. Ugh, is that peasant skin I feel? Ugh, it's not even moisturized 3 times a day. I stare him down when he gets back up with the pencil. He tries to pass it off like nothing has happened, and then makes a few adjustments on some of my sketches, albeit in a very childish way. Do it like this? Neil places down the pencil. There are weird doodles all over my original sketch. You are definitely the next Picasso, I say sarcastically. I wouldn't have to be if you got it right the first time. Neil fires back, crossing his arms. So I'm just supposed to automatically read your mind. That's like, and also like, your descriptions of like what you wanted is very vague. It needs to be elegant. It needs to have finesse. Like bro, you're not being specific at all. Now, something like this is to my taste. I'm going to presume you don't have much high-quality fabrics lying around here, so I want to sample the fabric before you purchase it. Do you want me to send it over to you with priority? Yes, I'd like that. I was joking. I didn't know you could joke. Hey. I didn't know you could annoy me any further, bro. Neil and I stare at each other for a while, a tension building up between us. He's got this poker face on, it's hard to guess what's going on in his mind. Then again, maybe it's not hard to guess. All I know is that Neil sure likes to mock me and command me around. Water, yummy delicious water. We'll worry about the fabric later. I just need to get your measurements first. This is the part I've been personally anguishing at night about. Yep, I got it right. Getting up close and personal with Neil. Very well. Take my measurements. Neil clasps his hands together. He walks to the middle of the room, expecting me to start. He's acting like he's in charge, and that's ticking me off just a tiny bit. This isn't my boutique. He'll have to do what I tell him, not the other way around. Talk about a girl. I could tell him to take his shirt off, for example. Not that I need to. I can take measurements through his shirt just fine, but it's for science. Oh wow. Bruh, this is not for science, girly. Yeah, you know what? It seems like she wants to do it. So, since it's for science, I will do it for the plot. This is for the plot, bros. I'm an anime fan, I know all about that plot. I give him a wry smile. You need to take your shirt off. My whole voice cracked. Because I'm like, this is a mistake. You need to take your shirt off. He frowns at me, lips pursing out as if he's about to object. Do you want my measurements to be off? I say before he gets a chance to protest. Fine, he says gruffly. Neil slowly starts to take off his tie, but stops when he notices I'm watching him. Mind giving me some privacy? I gesture at him with a shrug. I'll be seeing it regardless. Come on, don't be shy. Everyone's got a little bit of chub. Facts. Got a little chubby. Alright, you got a little chubby chub, bro. It's all good. I do not have a little bit of chub. He fires back. Alrighty. Now he's offended. I roll my eyes at him. Strip. Neil clicks his tongue at me, but he's surprisingly obedient when he starts to take his shirt off. Oh my, here we go. He neatly folds it and places it down on my work table. Awkwardly, he stands in the middle of the room and scratches the side of his neck. Which button was it? He feels out of place. I grin. Good. That's it, a shift. I was trying to... I told you we were gonna need that button in the future, bro. You know, just gotta see what we're working with, you know? See the measurements. That's probably like a 36 waist. There's I don't know measurements, bro. Or maybe 26. I don't know. Butter's the freaking expert, bro. I'm just her conscience. I haven't seen her since she was a child. I don't know all these things. I take out my measuring tape and I step closer to him. His eyes are following my every move. It's unnerving. Turn around, I say. I like this music. When he actually does turn around, I'm quite surprised. I expected him to reply with some witty comeback. What the heck? Did somebody just sneeze? I shake my head at myself and then place my tape against the nape of his neck, and Neil flinches at my touch. I frown at his back. It must be cold, I guess. Did I accidentally scratch you? Ask him, unsure. No, it's nothing. Continue. If I make you uncomfortable, let me know. I said it's nothing. Alright, if he says so. I pull the tape all the way down and note the measurements. Arms up, I say, tapping his arm with my hand. Again, he flinches away from me, but doesn't make a sound or say anything. It's so peculiar. Perhaps he isn't quite used to someone touching him while being measured. He raises his arms and stretches them out so that I can reach all the way around him and wrap the tape around his chest. I tighten it and press the palm of my hand against his back. He arches his back, the more pressure I exert, almost as if I'm slightly pushing him away. Maybe I should try and relax him, as he seems on edge around me. So, do you work at the hospital? I ask, trying to distract myself from the awkward silence. Neil rolls his shoulders after I pull the tape off of him. Why would you need to know that information? I glare at his back while I note down the measurements again. Well, fine, don't tell me, Mr. Fancy Pants. Turn around, please. I grab his upper arm, noticing his skin jump when I do, and spin him around so he faces me. Neil's making this weird face, and he refuses to look at me. My family owns it. That's all I'll say about that matter. Okay. So what's this blazer for anyway? Any special occasion? I ask, only slightly interested in the answer. You ask too many questions. Bro, you really thought that we were just gonna sit here and be silent in this awkward silence? And if you want to, whatever. You don't answer enough, I say with a huff. If I know what the occasion is for, then I can create a fitting design for it, naturally. Dinner. Family dinner, he says gruffly. With your parents? Yes. So he's having dinner with his parents. You know, normal, natural thing that people'd be doing. His parents are the Foresters. They own the hospital. I do wonder what Neil does at the hospital. But getting an answer out of him is like pulling teeth. Yeah, because he know that he like little secretary just bringing niggas coffees and shit, bro. Shit, bro. He might even be the janitor. I lower my body and tighten the tape around his waist. My eyes focus on the numbers. I try to take his measurements of his waist, but that's when I notice how tense Neil is. He's sucking in his stomach. Dude, the shirt's gonna be too tight if you do that. I was like, hey, I get it, bro. I've sucked in my tummy plenty of times, bro. But this is not the time if you want actual good measurements. Stop sucking in your stomach. I don't care if you've got a little bit of gut. I need your real measurements, I tell him sternly. This is not going to work out if I get the wrong numbers. Not that I particularly care if he wears a blazer that's too tight on him. I'm doing no such thing. And my body's perfectly healthy, for your information. Did I say that your body wasn't? I don't care, bro. Good for you? Like, I'm good. It's great that your body's healthy. So stop sucking in your stomach if you got like the body of a Greek god or whatever. Facts, gods don't suck in their stomachs. I straighten up and look at him, to which he immediately turns his head away. You're tense. Just relax. How can one relax when being prodded and poked and spun around like a ballerina? Dude. Bro, I thought that you said that you had like this big shot fucking Tailor that you was sucking the dick off of, bro, before. Like, he's never taken your measurements before? Why are you acting like this is the first time? So you telling me and your Mr. Fancy Pants with your rich ass family has never gotten measurements taken before? Like, come on. You need to stop, bro. What, have you just never had it done by a girl? You can't relax around me. For some reason, this makes me gleeful. Like I finally have the upper hand after he's been such a jerk to me. That is something. Just breathe out and let me measure your waist. Neil takes a big breath and slowly exhales. His reactions are giving me this itch. Like I want to touch him. Oh god. Girl, stop. Like stop, bro. Like I want to touch him more. I tighten the tape around him and take a step closer, putting myself up close and personal with him. I'd been trying to avoid getting too close to Neil this whole time, but that was before I knew how much he'd fidget if I'd be up in his face. Okay, I guess we just trying to make bro a little uncomfortable. Oh, I see the blush. Neil awkwardly turns his face away with a cough. Are you okay? I ask him, a light smirk playing on my lips. Like I said before, I can stop if you're becoming uncomfortable. I'm fine. His voice cracks a little. Well, if he says it's alright, I'm sure he doesn't mind if I slow down my actions to drag it out as much as possible. It's like he's revealed his weakness to me, and I can't help but want to prod and poke him. I want to tease him. Are we a sadist? Like, you're a little too into this. I linger with my touch here and there, though still noting down actual measurements. He's fidgeting, but for some reason, he's not telling me to stop. My eyes wander over towards his neck. I can see he's got goosebumps. Wait, that's not the kind of reaction I was expecting. Is he nervous? Neil notices my staring and quickly covers his neck with his hand. Nah, bro. Voice actor, bro. I'm in love with the voice actor. I'm in love with the boy voice actor more than Neil, bro. Like, Neil's like 0. Voice actor up to like 100, bro. What are those noises? It just cracks me up every time, bro. You did a great job on this, Brody. Are you sure you even went to fashion school? You should have been done by now. You're only taking the measurements of a human, not the whole wide world. Neil's voice has a slight edge to it. Alright, time to wrap this up. I measure his inseam one last time and then give him a pat on his back. Done, I say cheerfully. I didn't expect Neil to jump away from me in reaction to the pat on his arm. I barely have time to register that his feet get caught in my tape and he topples over. Now that's the type of embarrassment that I'm looking for, right? Girlie's like, I'm gonna embarrass him by fulfilling my own desires and touching him, and I'm like, no, I just want to see this nigga look like a dumbass. Yeah, bro, you topple over. Oh no, I didn't read the list. I didn't read the last sentence. No. Neil reaches out to me to stabilize himself. Bro, it's not that big of a room. Out of all the things you choose me. I'm gonna choose me. You can choose like one of my tables or anything. Anything else? This weight is too much for me to suddenly bear, and he brings the both of us down to the floor. Loud bump. Oh. Hey, what's going on, Birdie? Boom. Hey. 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 Okay, so this is what? The goofy music? Rambunctious music? What did we fall on? Is this a mirror? Nigga, you lucky you didn't break my fucking mirror. Neil's head crashes against the mirror behind him and I collapse on top of him. I look at him in surprise. He gives me a similar look in return. Yeah. I seem to be straddling his waist and I'm way too close to his face. Bum 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 bum. Neil's heartbeat thumps underneath my hand. Thump 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 thump. Bum 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 bum. Are you alright? I decide to ask once the shock wears off. Peachy, says Neil, his voice definitely cracking this time. He turns his head away from my gaze. Could you get off of me now? Hmm. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay, I'm saving what's the rush. That's a little much, bro. We didn't even want to get this close to bro in the first place. It's like, I get it. You want to make him uncomfortable, but I think he's plenty uncomfortable now. Right, and this one wasn't even our fault. He did this to himself. Alright. Yeah, alright. I'll get it. I remove my hand from his chest in the mirror and pick myself up, standing straight in front of him. I can see how the tape measure is awkwardly entangled with his feet. It was simply dumb luck that he managed to trip over it. I quickly remove it from his shoes so that he won't trip all over himself a second time when he gets up. Neil recovers from his mishap and stands up straight and tall. If he wasn't feeling awkward before from all my prodding and poking, then he definitely is right now. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, I think we embarrassed my boy enough, bro. We got our get back. We got a little bit of our get back, bro. We don't gotta, right? Pushing it just makes it a little cringe. Seems I'm not the only one with 2 left feet. Hey, look at that. Brought it back, bro, right? And I got to reuse the same line that he used on me, bro. See? Yep. I am very satisfied. Let's never speak of this again. Neil huffs in response, looking embarrassed. Neil dashes over towards my work table and picks up his shirt. Within a second, he's got everything back on. Dang, bro, you should get into acting, bro. freaking clothes change. Costume change real quick. I guess he doesn't want to be shirtless around me any longer than he has to. For some reason, I don't have much faith in your measurements. I could tell you had to measure some parts again. He rubs his arm while glaring at me. I smile at him, knowing exactly why I went over some areas twice. I'm a pervert. We'll just have to find out now, won't we? Right, bro? It's better that I get the measurements twice than get it wrong the first time and fuck it up. Don't you want a good, elegant fucking blazer or whatever, bro? Like, shut your ass up and let me do my work. If you got the wrong measurements, I demand you create me an entire new suit. Alright, bro, chill out. I'll make you a new blazer, but a whole suit? You pushing it, ho. Right, sure. Whatever you say, Majesty. I roll my eyes at him like I would ever make him a suit. Unless he paying them big bucks though. Like, come on, girlie, we still a business up in here, bro. If he pull out that wallet, I'll make you a suit real quick. And don't call me that. And don't call me that. Wait, what did I call him? Wait, this is the log, right? Oh. Majesty. Well, bitch, you're acting like a fucking, like, king, bro. Stop acting like a pompous prick, and maybe I won't fucking say that. Oh, it seems I got under his skin. This is kind of fun, annoying him like this. Your Majesty? I say instead. Neil angrily stomps his foot on the ground like a petulant child. Jeez, bro. Look at bro hitting his anime, bro. Any of those are unacceptable. Look at you. From that, you're acting like His Majesty by being like, hey, I'm going to control what you call me. Like, no. Like, you call me Matt a bunch of different names, bro. It's my turn. Ah, shit. He then quickly composes himself. You may call me. Yeah, I'm sticking with your majesty. I say quickly, cutting him off. Ain't nobody wanna hear about what you wanna be called, bro, folks. Nobody cares about your preferences. Before he can get another word in, I circle around him and start pushing him by shoving my hands against his back, right? We're done here, bro. You can get the fuck out my store now. It's Friday, bro. I'm trying to have a nice Friday night. I get a small rush of satisfaction when I feel his skin twitch under my fingers. Get your hands off me! Time to leave now. I'll let you know which fabric I've chosen. But right now, it's closing time, so get out. I keep pushing him out of my room until one final shove puts him near the entrance of the store. He turns around, anger flashing in his face, and his ears are tinted with red. He wants to say something, but then immediately bites down on his lips, and then opens the door to leave. Oh. Oh. Good night. He yells out, then slams the door behind me. As I stand there all alone, a grin creeps up on my face. I got under Neil's skin. Good. He deserves it for treating me like that. See? And what did I tell you, bro? My girl was ready for the war. She was ready for the war, and guess what? She fucking won. She won that battle. She won that battle. Yes, sir, she did. She didn't even have to pull out the Bible. She didn't even have to pull out the Bible. Honestly, she kind of went against the Bible. But you know, we gotta use both the Lord and the devil's powers sometimes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do 2 or 3 chapters, but let's see how quick this next chapter goes. Take my money. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, the shipment of fabric swatches for Neil's blazer came in the mail today. As I stand there holding fabric swatches in my hand, wondering what I should pick for Neil's blazer, I realize I don't have any way of contacting him. Yeah, bro, yeah, we still don't got his number or nothing. Well, he know where I'm at. He can always pull up. So far, I've only run into him by chance, or he came over to my place himself. This time, we didn't set another appointment, so I can't really show him these swatches. What a pain. Now I have to actually go out and find him. Do we have to? Like, he's the one who wants this shit, bro. If he wants it, he'll come and get it, won't he? I'm pretty sure he'd raise a huge stink over selecting a fabric without consulting him. How annoying. Well, bitch, we could just wait, bro. Don't we have we have a whole store to run. I think we have better things to do. I guess I should start looking at the hospital. Ask around for him. See if he's there. Maybe I'll get lucky. No, this is just an excuse to go to the hospital. I see. Because it's like, bro, I would just wait until a nigga pop up. Go watch Netflix in the back or something, like. With that in mind, I grab the swatches, place the close sign at my door, and lock up shut. There it is. Clanner Medical Center. The one Neil seems to work at. Entrance seems a little daunting, considering I really have no business at the hospital. Still, I do need to find the man before he continues to stalk my store windows again. Yeah, true. It probably is nice to avoid that. I gather my courage and step inside the hospital. It's the first time I've been here, and I'm greeted by a white lobby with very tall ceilings. The hospital seems fairly calm, Only a few people seem to be going in and leaving. No sign of a certain man with purple hair. I wonder what position Neil has at the hospital. Surely he can't be a doctor. I refuse to believe someone as petty and mean as him could ever be allowed to be a doctor. Yeah, nah, I doubt that he's a doctor. I really think that he's maybe like an assistant or something, like, right? Because, and plus, like, he's only 24, so, right, he would still have a few more years of college, maybe, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's like an internship. Yeah, I assume, like, not a doctor, maybe a nurse. I could be, I don't know. Awkwardly, I make my way over to the receptionist, who's in the middle of helping someone else, so I patiently wait in line. When it's my turn, the receptionist beckons me over. How may I help you today? Yes, I'm looking for Neil Forrester. Is he here by chance? Maybe they won't even tell me if he's here or not, or perhaps not even be allowed to, but it's worth a shot. Mr. Forrester is currently present, but he's busy in a meeting. Would you like for me to leave a message behind? Hearing him be referred to as Mr. Forrester kinda creeps me out. It doesn't suit him. Yes. Could you tell him Butter Heartbeat? And that's when I notice it. Neil's voice. Oh, Butter Heartbeat. That's the best name. I turn my head and see a group of businessmen walking out the elevator. Among them is Neil. Actually, never mind, I say, removing myself away from the counter. I find myself quickly taking a seat near the window so that I can inconspicuously look at Neil, who's decided to wait in the lobby with the other men and argue about something seemingly important. Or maybe, everybody does have a business section. Maybe he's like one of the business dudes. Right? Neil does seem like one of those pompous business douchebags. Right? Maybe he handles some finances or something. Who knows? He's an accountant. I'm not sure what they're talking about. I can't understand what they're saying from here. Well, he looks more dressed up than normal. His hair seems to be tidier. It almost looks like he's a competent adult who doesn't have this nasty habit of running his foul mouth all the time. Yeah, a lot of people know how to play dress up. I'm intrigued and grossed out at the same time. The men continue to discuss among themselves until one by one they start to leave, with their briefcases in hand. The last one shakes Neil's hand and leaves as well. There's a really smug smile on Neil's face as he fixes his tie. I roll my eyes. He's probably so full of himself for closing some kind of deal right now. Nah, yeah, he feels like a finance bro. Maybe I should leave now before he notices me and starts to brag about it. I'm not sure. We literally came here for just ask him about the stupid ass swatches. So I stand up from the chair, ready to escape.
Ah,
Oh gosh, now that is a hairstyle. He really got the slick back. He really got the slick back hair, okay. Look at him hitting the slick back. I don't like it. Not a fan. Personally not a fan. But it's not like you're ugly now. You're just not pretty. Butter. I cringe. Too late. I can't sneak off anymore. Well, I came here for a reason, so I might as well get this over with. Neil. I put on a fake smile and approach him. Neil runs a hand through his styled hair. He looks less smug now, and back he's a bit sheepish. caught off guard, perhaps? Perhaps he's remembering our last encounter, where I fell on top of him. Yeah, I was there. I remember. I was about to say, he knows that he got this dumbass hairstyle, bro. Look at this shit. That event still leaves me feeling a little awkward. Do you like to spy on my meetings? That implies you were actually saying something worthwhile that needed spying on. Neil waves his hand at me, dismissing what I said. Or perhaps you were captivated by my magnificent negotiating techniques and couldn't help but stop and stare in awe, says Neil cheerfully, nodding at himself like this was the actual truth. Uh-huh. Okay, I guess the awkward Neil from before has disappeared entirely because he went right back to the arrogant one. Yep. Yeah, well, you know, he's at his parents' place, so he feels like he has some power. What does he want? A cookie? You're gross. I take it you closed some kind of important business deal? I say in a dull voice. Yep, Neil is definitely not the mature adult I thought he was only minutes ago. I told you, bro. Everybody can play a dress up, bro, and do a little cosplay.
Hmm.
Neil looks at me with a knowing smirk, but doesn't reply. That actually kinda gets on my nerves. He won't even tell me what he's so gleeful about. That's just annoying. Why do you care? Why do you care, bro? Just ask him about these goddamn swatches and let's go. Whatever. I'm here for your blazer. I didn't have any way of contacting you, so I came here. Neil stretches out his hand, palm side up. Hand over your phone, he commands. Like, dang, bro, can you ask? I frown at him. Excuse me? He beckons at me with his hand, waiting for me to give him my phone. No, bro, you just go fucking just put your hand out and be like, give me your phone. Like, no, nigga. You can ask me nicely first, please. No. I'm not giving you my phone. I say I him suspiciously. What's wrong with you? Do you want to be able to contact me? No. No, I don't. But I kinda have to, so I nod. Yes. Then add me to your contacts. I pull out my phone from my purse, and Neil immediately snorts. Well, that's an ancient fossil I haven't seen in a while. He's referring to my flip cell phone. Damn, we got a flip phone. Hey, you know, we all gotta start somewhere, bro. Look at you. Bro. And, bitch, I know that I paid for my own cell phone. Who paid for yours, bitch? Huh? Who was that, your mommy? Yeah, your mommy got you the new iPhone, didn't she? I hold it close to my chest and glare at him. Right, some of us don't get free stuff from our parents. Bitch ass hoe. Neil returns my glare, then starts to recite his phone number, which I quickly note down. I save the number under the contact. His Majesty, with a smirk. Now you won't have to come and spy on me at work, he says arrogantly. Like I wanted to spy on him. Look, I only wanted your opinion on these fabric swatches. I've got them with me. So hurry up and decide which one you want so I could finish your garment. I open my bag and show him the small sample of swatches I have with me. It's mostly just a lot of different variations of gray. Or didn't he say, yeah, he said that he wanted it in gray, didn't he? Neil takes it and studies each sample with a pensive look. Now that he's all concentrated and stopped running off his mouth, he actually looks really mature again. He only acts mature when he gets what he wants. Yeah, super mature and not at all childish at all. Oh, I'm getting what I want, so let me act accordingly. I wonder how old Neil is. Oh, she doesn't know, but I do. 24. He seems to be in his mid-20s, I think. Although when he's in this getup and looking serious, he looks like he's 30. I feel myself starting to be impressed by his looks. I haven't seen him this mature before. Okay, good for you, girly. I'm not impressed by the looks, I'm not even gonna lie. I guess you're supposed to imagine like he has like very nice like schnazzy business suit on or whatever, with the slick back hair. So yeah, maybe that's it, but I am not impressed, bro. I've seen niggas in suits before. You ain't special. After a while, Neil notices that I have been staring at him, and he looks up from the swatches. Quickly, I avert my eyes. A bit embarrassed, he got me staring.
Hmm.
Is this all you have? He says with an annoyed huff. All of the most expensive dark gray fabrics available to me? Yes. Perhaps expensive is only relative to you. These don't feel all that expensive to me. Yeah, I guess my expensive and your expensive are two different expensives, bro. I frown at him. Must he always criticize everything? Yeah, but honestly, he might be a little right on that one. I'm po, so like, $20 is expensive to me. Well, if it's not to your taste, then I try to grab the swatches back from him. Neil pulls it out of my reach with a little shake of his head. He then pulls out one of the samples, a shady dark gray with thick texture, and holds it up in front of my face. This one will do. Surprised that he's actually agreeing on one of the samples leaves me a bit stumped for words. Yeah, look at him. Great. Now I can finish his blazer. Neil places a hand on his hip and hands me back over the swatches. Anything else you needed? Yeah. How old are you? It kind of flies right out of my mouth, and even Neil looks surprised at my question. I bite my lips hard and suddenly feel all flustered for voicing my thoughts. I didn't really want to say this out loud. Girl, chill out. Girl, chill out. Chill out. We could ride this embarrassment wave, bro. We're just asking what his age is so I could kind of like, see what type of style might fit him for his age range, for his age group. Says, if he's like 23, 24, then it's like, okay, we could do like more of the younger styles, bro. But if he's up to like his 30s, bro, maybe we like, bring him back some older styles. It don't always gotta be weird. It don't always gotta be on no weird shit. Even though I was on that weird shit, but it's like, let's play it off. Neil composes himself and simply gives a small huff. Regardless whether or not this information is relevant to the creation of a certain garment, I have to ask, is your memory broken? I simply blink at him, wondering what he's going on about. My memory? Even if you already told me what your age was, it's like, bitch, I could forget. Seeing my confused face, he sighs. You really don't remember. You asked me before, when we were kids. Bro, you really expect me to remember that, bro? That was like over a decade ago. Oh yes, I'm supposed to remember what your age was, and then do the fucking math, bro. Like, come on. Just answer my question, bro. If you just answered with a number, that would be way faster, and I'd be probably already walking out the door. But you gotta make everything fucking difficult. Oh, right. Memories. Suddenly, I remember back when we were kids, I had asked him for his age, and he had said 8, which was a year older than me. That means present day Neil must be 24 years old. Alright, did the math. I looked down with my hands in my lap, red-faced. Why? Why are you embarrassed? You're really embarrassed that you didn't remember a memory from over a decade ago? Like, come on. Stop it, bro. Stop trying to make this nigga Neil seem like he's more important than he actually is, bro. I met you one time when I was 7. Like, I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast last week. I'm supposed to remember what your age was all the way back then. Like, come on. No, that's all I can say. No, I guess I forgot until now. I'm surprised you still remember, though. I'll forget things that are important to me. Neil fixes his tie. Really, that was important to you? Whatever, bro. Not important to me, bro. Nope. Don't give a damn about you. Eyes wide in surprise. Is he saying the memories he has of me are important? Am I important? That means I won't forget about my watch. Ugh. Of course it was about the watch. And what do you mean, bro? Isn't the whole point of me making this blazer to make it even about the whole watch shit? Is that everything you came to see me for? I'm quite busy. Yes, don't let me keep you from going to meetings. Or whatever he does at the hospital. Have a nice day, Butter. Same. For once, an actual civilized conversation has taken place between us. I am almost bothered by it. I finally head home. Back at the store, I rack my brain trying to think of what I need to do still to get this blazer finished. It shouldn't take long now. I think I can get it fitted by the end of the week. So I decide to text Neil. Are you free on Saturday this week? It doesn't take long before I get an answer back. I have plans, but I could squeeze you in. Will you have finished the garment by then? It should be ready by then, so please reserve an hour from your time that day. Speaking of reservations, are you going to be busy next month? Yeah, what the fuck? I'm wondering why Neil would ask me this. Maybe he's scheming something. He's plotting and scheming, plotting and scheming. It'll be October next month. Nah, I don't have anything planned yet. After that, Neil stops texting me, and I'm left to wonder what he meant with that question. Well, it's just Neil. Time to work on this blazer and get rid of him. Alright, bro. But he asking about a whole next month, bro. I think bro's try to squeeze his way into my life. No. You stop that. You stop that. You get back. Back. Back, you beast. Alright, one more chapter, bro. One more chapter. Yep. Alright, the blazer is all about done now. After pulling a few all-nighters this week. Damn. You didn't have to do all that. We could have just made him wait another week, babes. But whatever. I've been texting back and forth with Neil. He's as insufferable in text as he is in person. And we decided on a date where he could come fit the blazer. Alright. I thought it was Saturday, right? I guess the most fun part out of this whole arrangement was when I woke him up with a text of mine asking him to measure his arm length at 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh gosh. That's fun. I thought we did all the extra double measurements, bro. He belittled me, as expected, but actually gave me the measurements. He said that he was gonna make me make him a suit if I fucked up the measurements. I'm just trying not to do that suit, man. The sucker. I didn't really need those measurements. I just wanted to wake him up at an ungodly hour so that he could suffer with me. Considering I've been staying up this late for a few days in a row because of his bitch. I had to finish the sentence for you, babes. I got you. Misery loves company, after all. So here I am, anxiously waiting for Neil to drop by after working hours. Finally, I get to be done with this guy. The bell rings and the door opens. Neil walks in, looking quite posh and self-assured. There's always this overconfident this overconfident aura around him. He do got a little bit of aura. Good evening. I nod my head at him. Come with me to the back. I lead him to the sewing room so that I could fit and make any small adjustments to the blazer. Neil follows me quietly, but I could feel his eyes burn a hole in my back. That's uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable, I wonder if he'll react the same way again like last time whenever I touched him, jerking away from me as if I'm something disgusting. I mentally shake my head. He's a weird one, but after today, it should be all over. I quickly grab the blazer that's prepped and hanging on the wall, then hand it over to Neil. In a deliberately slow move, Neil takes it over and inspects it with a hawk eye. He slides the fabric through his fingers, looks at the lining and the craftsmanship, and I start to feel pretty nervous about it all, alright? I swear, he really think he's an inspector of all trades, like, bro. He be inspecting everything that I be doing. Inspector Gadget, bitch. Inspector Gadget looking To be honest, I'm preparing myself for his harsh words and criticism because I know that's exactly what he'll say. However, Neil doesn't say a word, and he slides his arms into the sleeves and puts the blazer on. He turns to face a mirror and check himself out, so twisting his body from side to side to examine every angle. Them all narders worked out, bro. Seems like he vibes with it, maybe? His mirror does look a little big. Maybe you should have kept sucking in that tummy. He looks quite dapper in the blazer. It suits him, but I can already see a few alterations I need to make. It's a bit too wide at the waist. I know it's Neil and all, and I shouldn't slave away for a guy like him. You've already, like, girl, you haven't slept in a few nights, bro, like, what? You are slaving. But it's against my principles to create sloppy garments. Hey, but that's the thing. She a professional, she about her craft, you know? So, I ask him, impatient for his reaction. Neil sighs and closes his eyes for a bit. It's not anything remarkable, and it's a bit too wide at my waist. My cheeks are already glowing pink, and I can't help but glare at him, even though he's right about that last part. What a thankless man. Alright, and also, what happened to the elegance and the finesse that was supposed to be on this, bro? I don't see no designs or anything crazy on this bit. But it's passable. Decent enough to wear. Just a few small adjustments and people might actually compliment me for wearing it. I blinked at Neil. Was that a compliment? I stared at him in shock, at a loss of words. Neil notices me staring at him and he gives me an indignant huff.
Hmm.
Well, are you going to continue to stand there and stare at me in awe? Or are you going to fix your mistakes? He sneers at me. Oh, brother. He quickly takes off the blazer and hands it over to me. Quit your whining. I'm doing this for free. I snap at him. I take the blazer and hop on over towards my sewing machine and start to narrow the waistline. It should be a quick adjustment, so it doesn't take long before I'm finished. The sound of the sewing machine's needle plucking down fills the room, and Neil is tapping his foot on the ground impatiently. Bro, why are you impatient, bro? I told you to carve out an hour of your time for me. Once I'm finished, I hand it over to him and he tries it on once more. Neil looks at himself in the mirror. The fit is a lot better now. Yeah, sure, I'll imagine that it is. Alright, this seems adequate enough, he says. I sigh in relief. I'm finished. Neil awkwardly fiddles around with the cuffs of the blazer, as if he doesn't know what to say at that moment. But then he finally does speak up. Someone might actually want to try and find out who the tailor is. At least its quality shouldn't put me to shame. Are you trying to compliment me? It's like dude's trying to compliment me but doesn't know how to. He's just been such a mean bitch his whole life. I look at him weirdly. Is this another compliment? I can't tell for sure. It's so awkwardly worded, exactly. It's like dude's trying so hard to like be nice, but he physically doesn't know how. Like he literally is like, brain cannot comprehend nice. Nice, what is that? Brain is overloading. Neil.exe has crashed. Are you so worried about what people might think about you? I ask. Neil raises an eyebrow at me in the mirror and shakes his head. I don't waste my time worrying on inconsequential issues like that. Your actions say otherwise, though. I say softly, with a roll of my eyes. Neil definitely cares about what people think of him. Just look at how much he cares what a blazer should look like. Yeah. But I assume that's just how he was raised. Neil turns around to face me. No one has the time to be worrying about what the world thinks of them. They only really care about what a select few people have to say. Says Neil in a low, serious voice. So is that who you're trying to play dress up for? I'm a bit taken aback by his response, as it sounds mature and well thought out, and I hadn't expected that coming out of the mouth of Neil of all people. It actually makes me curious if he had someone in mind when he said that. Yeah, probably, maybe. Maybe his parents, or the people at his work, his little business meeting buddies. Or maybe it's butter. So I look at him with curious eyes. I wonder who those people are. Does Neil even have anyone he cares about? Dude, come on, he has parents. like Butter, come on. He would, well, I guess hopefully he cares about his parents, but who knows? I don't know, rich people got some interesting relationships with their kids. So who knows? Does that mean you have a select few people whose opinion of you matters? Neil's cheeks flush a little bit with pink, but he turns his back on me to continue inspecting himself in the mirror. He doesn't say anything. Alright. As Neil is still checking himself out in the mirror, he speaks up. You know, I'll be at a party next month. People will be wearing the most beautiful costumes from around the world. I'm sure even someone like you could learn something from seeing them. Okay, hold up, Neil. Hold up. You over here trying to invite me to a little party, a little maybe a gala? Okay. You gonna trying to invite me to a little fancy dancy party? I see it. I see you. I bite out my lip and frown at him for changing the subject. What is he getting at here? And why are you telling me?
Hmm.
I figured you'd be interested in a masquerade ball. With what with you playing dress up all the time? Bruh. I'm not playing dress up. I'm literally making the clothes for people to play dress up, and you're the one playing dress up. You have my shit on. Neil shrugs nonchalantly as he finally steps away from the mirror. I make clothes. I don't play. I do not play. I stress the words, feeling insulted. I do not play. I don't play. He hand waves what I said. Same thing. It was not the same thing, but whatever, bro. Then he leans down with his elbow onto my crafting table. Are you interested? Interested in what? I roll my eyes at him. You don't have to act coy. I know even someone like you would love to be invited to a ball, no matter how low of a status they have. Bro, I think everybody would, right? Like, what you mean someone like me? Like, yes, everybody. Bro, see, he kidding me with the peasant shit again. Oh my gosh, bro. Then you act, then you ask me not to call you His Majesty, bro. You treat me like a fucking peasant. You bitch ass hoe. My nostrils flare up in anger. Listen here, Neil. Under no circumstance am I interested. So, I've got an invitation right here. So, is that so? Wait a minute. Like a bitch is really invited me like a whole invitation, like I get an envelope? Okay. Neil completely talks over me. He takes something out of his back pocket. It's a cream-colored envelope. He shifts it between his fingers, looking smug and full of himself, like always. Even you would be grateful to be invited to such a high-profile event. You could create your own costume and show off your work. Neil smiles at himself. Okay. Okay, Neil. Look at you really thinking about me, even though it might be in the wrong ways, but at least I'm in your brain for some reason. You should be thanking me for even thinking about giving you an invitation. Yeah, I am low-key thankful. I am low-key thankful, but also, like, bitch, at least give me the chance to say thank you. Like, bitch, I didn't even say yes, I want to go yet, right? Like, yo, bitch, alright, calm down. Alright, he really thinks that he's like the freaking nobleman that's saving the peasant girl. Like, no, you ain't. Calm down. How dare he talk to me like that? I take the envelope out of his hand and slam it on the counter. Who says I even want to attend? Don't just go ahead and make decisions for me. Like, literally. Neil looks taken aback, but then he shakes his head a little, and his arrogant face is back to normal. There's a lot of people, celebrities even, who show off their various designer costumes. I think it would be wise to accept this invitation if you want to make a name for yourself as a tailor there. It's an opportunity for you to create some connections. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, he is low-key right, but it's like, why are you trying to, like, sell me on this idea to go to this ball so badly, bro? Like, do you really, like, want me to make a name for myself, or do you have other ulterior motives? I don't trust, you know I don't trust the bitch. I don't trust you, bro. He's got a point, he do got a point. If it's anything like he describes, people would be flaunting their costumes, and perhaps I could make a name for myself and snatch some celebrity as a client. But I don't really want to admit this to Neil. My pride won't allow it. My eyes are focused on the envelope. I'm conflicted about it. I thought I was going to stop seeing Neil around any longer, but now he's waving this invitation around in my face that could definitely be good for my business. I really don't know what to do. Give me the choice. Give me the choice. And, and what do you want in return? I finally ask. There's gotta be a catch. No way would Neil offer this to me for free. Look at his smile. Yeah, bro. You really thought I was just gonna jump at the idea like, "Oh yes, oh yes, thank you for inviting me to the ball." Like, no, bro. Yeah, bro. I know that you a sly motherfucker. Thanks. I know you ain't giving me no shit for free. You don't even like me. There's a sly smile on Neil's lips. I might give it to you if you beg, he says gleefully. Hell no. You mean say nothing. I am not begging. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna do, is beg him to go to a fucking ball, bro. Yeah, no, I'm cool, bro. Maybe if you drop like 500 thou in my hands, I'll beg for that. I refuse, I say immediately. Neil frowns, then takes the envelope from the counter and tucks it back into his
Hmm.
pocket. I am not going to disrespect myself. Right? Like, bitch, I am in my boutique, my shop, and you want me to fucking beg you? Boy, you better get going. You better get to stepping. You better get the fuck out. Mm-mm. Very well then. I see this invitation is not wanted. I will enjoy going there by myself. Look at him. He wanted somebody to be his date so badly, bro. Yeah, maybe if you were fucking nice, I would have pulled up. But no, you want me to beg, bro. Showing off the best costume at the party, and feeling comfortable knowing you wouldn't be there to spill wine all over my outfit. Honestly, bro, I should sneak in just to splash shit on you, throw the whole damn buffet at you. My cheeks sting a little bit. I wouldn't. Bro, who cares, bro? He's just trying to get you hot, bro. I guess I overstayed my welcome here. I thank you for this blazer. It's not much, definitely not worth the price in return for my watch, but it will do. Enjoy your evening, butter. That's crazy how you say thank you, but you still had to talk shit on top of it, bro. Like, just get the fuck out. Neil fixes the blazer by the collar, then walks out of my sewing room. I'm left there feeling frustrated. Finally, I thought I was rid of Neil, but then he dangles a shiny prize in front of me, asking me to beg for it. No way. I've still got my pride. Neil can go ahead and visit that ball all by himself. I'm not attending. I start to clean up my workplace, and a little while later, my phone buzzes. I stop working and look at the phone. I've gotten a text message from His Majesty. Ugh. That shit is so loud in my ear. Check your mail. Curious what he means, I quickly check out my email, and there's nothing new. I'm confused, so I write back. Mail? There's nothing in my inbox. I was about to say, I think he means the actual mailbox, but you can't be this daft to not realize I meant your actual mailbox outside of your store. My cheeks flush in embarrassment. Quickly, I go to the front of my store and check out the mailbox. I look at you on the internet, bro. Get off the internet a little bit, bro. I can feel my heart skip a beat as I open the mailbox. It's a fucking bomb. Though just me and the whole boutique just fucking explodes. Just because I said no. Oh wow. No, the motherfucker does have a heart. There's a cream envelope inside. That's the invitation. I quickly open it and read it, unable to contain my curiosity. Ooh, it's fancy. What is it? Royal Masquerade Ball. You are invited to the annual Forester's Masquerade Ball. Oh wow, it's your ball. Bruh. So it's literally your ball. Okay. Or your family's ball. Wear a mask so no one can tell your true identity. Hide it well. From 8 o'clock till midnight on October 10th. Okay. Okay, little fancy dancy invitation. There's an address to the venue on the back. I'm frowning at the invitation. Neil wanted to give it to me no matter what I said, and I wonder why. Why does he want me at the party? That's what I'm like, he could just be, like, this could just be his way of being nice, you know? Or he really could have some ulterior motives. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see, because you know I'm going to that ball, bro. I gotta pop off in the best, newest fit that I got, the newest dress, the hottest dress. I can't imagine it's because he thinks we're friends, or anything even remotely close to friendly with each other. Then why? Why invite me? I don't know, maybe you really fuck with that blazer, bro. He's like, damn, she do got talent, but I don't want to tell her that she got talent, so I'm just gonna give her this invitation so she can show off her talent. It could be them that. Is it because he wants? No, no. Is it because he wants to show off his own costume? I'm pretty sure he's got his own tailor that's making a costume for him. Perhaps he wants to rub it in my face that his is so much better than mine. Well, just you wait, Neil. I'll make a costume that'll dazzle you. Yeah, hit him with the razzle dazzle, babes. Alright. Alright, bro, so we finished the blazer for bro, but now we on to the new task of making a brand new, beautiful gown for this ball. Can't wait to see it, can't wait to get up into it, bro. But yeah, for now, I think that's a great place to end it. I think we did our thing with the war, bro. Facts. We went into the war, bro. We had our Bible scriptures ready. We had our helmet ready for any incoming missiles, incoming bombs. And I think we might have won the war. Shit, we got an invitation to a ball. I think we fucking won the war. But for now, I think that's it for me. I'm outie. Bro, but you already know, bro. Always gotta come through on the client shit, bro. On the client shit. We gotta hit the clients. I spent so much money. I spent so much money on different designs and all that shit. Patterns, colors. So, hopefully these clients ain't too crazy. I'm kinda excited to see what different, like, randomly generated designs are gonna come through from all the new shit that I bought. Rainbow. Thank you. Oh, you planned poorly, girly. Oh no. It's always the blazers that are the worst, I swear. Ooh, oh my. I don't know why, but oh my gosh. What's her name from Cowboy Bebop? Faye Valentine? I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of her for some reason. Guess it's just the color scheme. Oh my. Okay. Now this is where you took the cosplay too far. It's called Pretty Ore. Yeah, bro, you trying to look like a goddamn gemstone, bro. Facts. Like an ore from the earth. I feel like these haven't been too bad as they have been. Maybe they've been hearing me cursing them out, and they're like, alright, let's chill out a little bit. Thank you, Gigi. Oh. Oh, you okay? No. My girl, I don't know, you look like a bug net. Thanks, bro. She look like some math paper. Thanks, bro. I'm about to do some equations and shit, bro. I look right. I'm about to make a graph on this shit, bro. And have to show my work on the side. Like, goddamn. Ooh. Nah, I'm telling you, they've been getting better on the designs, bro. Some of these aren't too bad. Some of these I'm low-key like, might have to steal them. Might have to steal them. Thanks, bro. You know what? I think it might have been because I embraced the splatter design instead of like clowning on it like how I usually do, bro. I embrace the splatter design. That's the thing. I'm like, the splatter kit design can work, bro. They do it just reusing it wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this does seem like an anything's fine type of vibe. Like, you put a lot of effort on the bottom half, and then like almost no effort on the top half. Is there even that much effort on the bottom half? All she do is put flowers on the hoe. I'm pretty sure that's the original color of the flowers too anyway, so it's not like you really even did anything crazy. Yeah, they come pink, bro. Oh. Yeah, my boutique is very cute because I make cute things. You don't. You do not make cute things. Thanks, bro. This is, I don't know, a Disney princess gone wrong. Thanks, bro. That's the next new Disney princess that they about to come out with how the Disney movies have been going lately. Like, god dang. Yeah, nah, I think the girl before you wanted to feel like Cinderella. You just want to feel like Jana on a Wednesday. How does this fit look like? I don't know. Something a mom would wear in like some kind of sitcom show. Oh yeah, bro. I forgot all about the checklist, bro. I need to start using that whenever I get lost. I forgot all about that checklist. Wait, pattern color? Oh my gosh, there's a pattern on there. Bro. Thank God for the checklist, bro. Cause I would have never seen that. There was a pattern there. I think that's is this one? Yep. Cotton candy disaster, bro. Not even, mostly blue, and then got the nerve to splash some pink on it, like it's gonna do something. Like it's gonna save the fit, like no it's not. Oh, maybe a red. Let me see. Yes sir, thank you. This design... This design makes you the sky. Kinda looks like the sky, don't it? Got the sun with the yellow, the blue, kinda green, you know? Or maybe I'm stretching it. Hooks, hooch, choosh, katooch, choosh, choosh, akshoosh. Yep, thank you. I can't say your name, but please leave a 5-star review. Thank you. Don't tell your wife. What, that you turned into a broccoli, bro? Not good enough? Cool. Alright. Let me get some food, bro. Ooh. Okay, that is kind of queen type vibe. That is kind of queen type vibe. But oh, I think I'll have to tackle you later, bro. I'm trying to get some nom noms. I'm hungry. All of y'all, all of y'all, all of y'all need to learn. Learn from her. Marisol kind of, she, you obviously you can spice it up a little bit more. She ain't a 100%. That's like a cool 80%, but she's still doing her thing.